Okay, here we are back in Jimmy, the Pulsating Mass. So where we last left off, we fell off the UFO, so to speak, and we landed in a place called Legato. The Queen is back, she's happy, yada yada yada. You don't tell me what to do. I know you're excited, but try to keep it together until after the coronation. There's an antenna deep inside my brain. Only static. Let me fix that for you. Listen up, Jack. You're scrambling my signal. Well, we tried. Hey, Jimmy. Is this your first time in Legato, too? Apparently, the Queen has come back and she's returned to normal. A long time ago, Legato was a prosperous country filled with music, and the Queen was loved by her people. One day, the Queen changed. Instead of the sound of her musical laughter, the castle halls were filled with chilly silence. She suddenly imposed new rules and harsh punishments. Over time, she strangled the life from Legato, and with hearts filled with mourning for their old queen, the knights of Legato trapped her inside a mirror. Then, with no one to serve, the knights left Legato. You would think everyone would have been scared when the queen returned. But I guess the queen is a good person again. There's even a rumor that the knights have returned too. What a neat story. It sounds like a fairy tale. Stuff like that never happens in Smile. Maybe they would if I shook you a bit. Slow down there, buddy. I get excited thinking about all the different adventures I'll have too. Can I get you something, Jimmy? So they can annoy their parents for Jimmy. Yeah, I'd rather keep using what I'm using. So let's see, that's 250, 400. It's gonna be like all my money. Can you imagine an entire nation of musical instruments? It's kinda loud here, honestly. Jimmy, I didn't expect to see you here. What do you think of our newly opened Legato branch? I know it's probably not as exciting as your adventure, but I like to think of it as my own adventure. This is my first property outside of Smile. Can you imagine a world in which everyone trusts me with their finances, their very livelihood? Becoming a man worthy of that trust is my adventure, Jimmy. Oh, listen to me right along. You're not here to catch up, you're here to bank. So I need to pull out 500 bucks. So we need one for a buck. And the accessories are not the accessories, the consumables are really expensive here. Oh, come on, I didn't even know I could put that on him, damn it. So yeah, I'd rather do that one. That was a waste of money then. Okay, I did not know that cured sick. That changes things somewhat. Could you please not bother me? I'm working on a new composition. Great. Now he's filled ink all over my staff paper. If your goal was to ruin my composition, you've succeeded. So carefree and superfluous. Just like my brother. No point going up there. Time's stuck that switch in place. So I probably need a new ability for that. Okay, that's a light switch or lamp or something. Nothing here. Well, if it isn't young Jimmy, what a marvelous surprise! You know me, Jimmy. I'm not much for showing off, but since you're here, well, I can't help but show off since it's right in front of you. What do you think of my marvelous mansion? If I had to describe it in one word that fits better than any word, I would have to call it unfroggy. Never has there been a home as unfroggy as this. If Of course I'm really here because I'm off on my marvelous adventures. And a man has to have a home to come back to, or he's barely a man at all. That's what I always say. Well, homes are great and all, but I'm afraid I'm filled with a marvelous wanderlust, so I'll be hitting the road soon. Feel free to look around, but the important thing is that I'm successful. Now, Jimmy, jealousy isn't a good look for you, and they misspelled jealousy. With a lot of work and a little luck, you can be as successful as me one day. So, it doesn't look like there's much else for me to interact with out here. Visitors? Legato Castle isn't open to visitors until after the coronation. You see, the Queen has... the Queen! You've come to take the Queen! Oh, Harpley, when else would strangers visit now of all times? Well, guess what? The Legato Knights have returned. Yes, each and every one of them. So you don't stand a chance. You better run. Just in case. Sound the alarm! Looking around a bit, but hey. Toy box is filled with confidence. Next time, I don't give double imagination experience. There's also shoe inserts. So, nice surge of agility, which I actually want to give to Jimmy. Okay, the T-mice are freaking amazing. That was 100 EXP. So if I go to a different form, I can instantly level up the sunflower. Ah, crud. We need to say slime for a moment. The specter of death follows me wherever I go. I am haunted by memories of death's icy touch on my shoulder. I know one day I will fall into an abyss so deep I will not be able to claw my way out. Repeat that. Nah, I'm good. We never got to talk to him on the ship. And I can't really make sense out of that thing in the corner. Anyway, Flower Town. So there's our flower level. Soldiers are also very, very good. So I can do 2 fights and actually level up and get clarity. A long way away from a high 5, even though that's a decent healing move, all things considered. So let's try a different area. Whistling Teapot or whatever is not a good fight. That gave me really low EXP. If you steal the tea, it seems to be an MP restore for the group. So it could be valuable. What am I supposed to do? It's almost coronation time and my son has released that wild beast into the kitchen. I'll never have the banquet finished in time. Found a really cool new pet outside, now I'm in trouble. What a drag. So, I'm gonna go Goon real fast. bosses don't really have anything to steal. Red build Squawker. High five to Buck. And I'm gonna unleash my inner rage. Well, this has a cooldown, but still, I think I'd be better off just sticking to full. But anyway, rage time. Do another high five. So let's slow him down. Expecting more of a punch than that. So let's go flower here. So the slow is making the whole startle thing happen for it. I don't know how Hyper interacts with my slow. That time you had to act first. $250 EXP and we got $100. Jimmy imagines himself scrambling onto the counter. He's been here too long. His neck extends. He opens the pantry door with his beak. The cook walks in right as Jimmy appends the bag of sugar down his waiting throat. "Oh no," says the cook. "Oh no, oh no." But Jimmy is too busy whipping the bag around until it's in tatters. The cook lunges towards Jimmy, but he's already running. The cook's hands just slice through the thick sugar cloud. Jimmy is running through the halls, upending trays of silver utensils, banging into passers-by as if he were inside a pinball machine. Soon he's running towards the exit, the doors sliding open automatically, just narrow enough for his feathers to graze against as he whooshes past. All of a sudden he's outside. He books it past some parked ambulances, sprinting down the block, his spindly legs full of life. The wind streaming through his feathers makes it feel like he just might take flight. Jimmy can now turn into the red-billed Squawker. As a red-billed Squawker, Jimmy can charge forward with a reckless abandon, giving him the ability to slam into some things and jump over small gaps. So we have the usual moves, but we also have hyperactivity. Not sure if that's going to be worth having. Natural alarm, wake all sleeping party members, dodge all attacks for one turn with a one-turn cooldown, and then annoying squawk. A trick that's so annoying that the enemy can't think. Startle for one turn. As for our passive skills, we have Early Riser, immune to sleep other than self-inflicted, and then Flight E makes you run really, really fast. So let's see, we have normal attack power, we're weak in terms of defense, but we run really, really fast. Guess I don't have a pet now. Whatever. I want to have 50 feet and stuff. Thank you so much for getting rid of that creature. Hopefully I'll have enough time to prepare for banquets. We'll look around a bit more here before I turn around and... So that was 100 EXP. Sorry if I could jump over that, but no dice. So Jimmy did go down there. I don't think he gets EXP while he's incapped. That would explain how he's... How he's fallen so far behind Buck. Doesn't really help that he's so damn squishy too, even with his other forms. And overall this run looks to be pretty crappy. So we have the fountain in the bank, that's right. So put those away just in case I get wiped. So. If I can at least get one level here, that'll give me a little bit more agility to play with. All of the enemies only attack Jimmy in that fight. Filled with sparkles, some moxie points were recovered. Treble clef. Hey kid, you better be careful. The alarm's going off because someone's infiltrating the castle. Harpley says it's some 10-foot tall monster, so it'll be safe if you hang out here with us. Maybe you heard the alarm go off since that horrible cat monster escaped from the prison. Your guy in the cell next to him is still shaking up over it. Okay, so over there is where we got this form. Had to change forms because they only attack Jimmy. Let's see. I'm unarmed. Please don't hurt me. Do you want me to stop sounding the alarm? Nah, I'm cool. This form is leveled up. How close? Ironically, the goon is close to leveling up again, but I want to get some more points on that flower. God. So I'm going to go here so I can high five. Off, partner. I'm rolling from Legato Knights. That's right, to thieve rolling. So you better run. That didn't work. But Legato Knights are famous. Alright, keep it together. It's just like you practiced. So, looks like I'm going goon. Explore before I go further that way. Any level ups I get on this right now are not intended, but I will still take them. Okay, I was thinking I could dart through there, but I guess not. That sucks. So jumping back to over here, we'll have him keep signing that. I don't really care about him sounding the alarm because the XP here is very nice. Decent for ordinary levels, but very, very nice for what I'm doing here. So I'm going to be starting this form in Goon, this fight in Goon form. If I forget my lines, I'll get stupid angry. Then you'll see. So you got by Roland. No surprise there. He was the worst actor. Warrior of all of us. The Legato Knights. The real Legato Knights. What was the line? On guard. So I wonder if there's actually a reward for finding them in their normal form. Or their disguise form, I should say, since this is the normal one. Sadly, I don't have the 777 anymore. In case you notice, it's now 717. I got 60 from the last fight. It was 777 level. Is that any way to treat a woman? Do you have any idea how hard it is to fit into ladies' armor? I mean, that's natural for me since I'm definitely a lady. I just put on some weight is all. Oh god. Don't tell Claire I said that. The real Claire, that is. Oh, it should mean me. I'm definitely the real Claire. High five just plain sick. Okay, is this worth more than 60 now? Wow. So yeah, don't steal the thread unless you have to. Keep at it, jerk. You're only adding to my motivation. Based on what I know now, I'm gonna go flower form. People say that I'm a man of few words. If I think they can see inside me, they'd be surprised by all the inner turmoil. I have a tragic and exciting backstory. It's a little thing called motivation, bud. I think maybe I could say something really cool like, my blade will be the silver flash that severs the chains of injustice. That's a little something called improvisation. Sadly, since he's not undead, the sunshine thing is anything special. If I want to make this faster, I'd probably have to go blob and poison him. But yeah, he is one of those guys who will literally only attack Jimmy, it seems. To annoy me, Coltrane. So I'm guessing he's not going to attack or do anything. And now we'll never know. Because he's dead. 275. That'll be far enough. You've jolly well beaten up enough soldiers. I suppose that's my fault for not training them well enough. Legato has relied too heavily on the Legato Knights, and we're paying the price. It's true that the soldiers you fought earlier weren't actual members of the Legato Knights. It's like the best we could come up with on such short notice. Well, I'm different. My name is Windsor, captain of the Legato Knights. The Queen has finally returned after all these years. On my honor as a Legato Knight, I can't let you pass. Yeah, blob time. That is a dirty ability. I think this is the time for the cube. Too fast. I seriously can't withstand this. That's more than I'm healing for. I'm in my defensive stance, too. We're gonna go Goon so we can high-five Buck. Kill the soldier first. Jimmy can finish him. So we need to go flower form here. Comfort and smile. I think we have him here. 600 EXP, 150 bucks. He's now level 11, so is the other one. That somewhat offsets my item costs. Well, that's it then. My troops and I are no match for you. Don't give up, Windsor. You're a Legato Knight. Legato Knights disbanded long ago. I stayed to protect Legato, but from what? We've had years of peace and have gone soft. But we have the Queen now. Do you remember what I did, Harpley? What we did? We're not worthy of protecting her. Boy, I don't know why you're dead set on seeing the Queen, but you have fought with honor, so I doubt you have any ill intent. I have no right of asking you this. I have no right asking this of you, but if it comes down to it, treat the Queen justly. This is just as well. Ever since the Queen fell from the sky, she's been getting worse and worse. It's just like what happened all those years ago. Lucky she had no memory from back then. But if we can't make her happy, then we'll all be doomed to repeat the past. In truth, it's been tying my strings and knots thinking about what might happen. What's worse is with all the Legato Knights here. How can we stop her if she turned again? I don't know why you've come, but if you're not here to hurt her, could you help her improve her mood? The Queen is inside. The Queen is inside. Please treat her with kindness. Harpley, I don't feel like writing a song now. Boys? Boys! I wasn't sure if I was going to see you again. I remember being surrounded with this weird green goo, and the next thing I know, I'm being pulled out of a pod by a talking harp. I tried to tell them I wasn't their queen, but they were really insistent. They made me sing them songs, which, okay, I admit was pretty awesome. And I thought, you know, I've never been a queen before, that could be cool. Now I have a butler, some maids, a nice garden. Do you know that I'm in control of the armed forces? But I guess I've had enough of being a queen. They said I'm going to have to do some big coronation thing, which seems way too formal for a hip chick like me. Worse, if I'm a queen, that means I can't hang out with my family. Speaking of, where are Lars and your father? Who knows? Guess that means we have to find them. Jimmy, you did remember to get some bunny bee honey, right? Don't worry about it. It's just for a dump cake. I guess more important things have happened since then. Before I forget, I was cleaning your room, Jimmy, and found that toy you lost. Can you believe he was just locked in your closet? Hey, Jimmy. You're my best friend. How cute. It's like he jumped right out of your favorite show. I still can't believe your grandmother got this for you. They're so pricey. I hope you can go on all sorts of fun adventures, Jimmy. You can always count on your old pal, Jonathan. Did you hear that, boys? With Jonathan's help, we'll be able to find Lars and your father in no time. Let's get to it. Incoming transmission. This is the beginning of the end. The pulsating mass will devour everything. There will be no more hate or fear or love. There will only be nothing. How embarrassing. Besson has lived in Legato longer than anyone, but I'm afraid he's a bit eccentric. We tried to get him help, but it just seems to be how he is, so we let him be. He's harmless, really. I didn't realize you were the Queen's son, Jimmy, so please accept my apologies once again. I suppose I should say Queen. The real Queen, of course, no longer has any children. You do look remarkably like her, Miss Helga, but the more I look, the more I see the differences. I think we just wanted to have our Queen back more than anything. The fact is that you're not the Queen, so we're going to have to go back to the old way of doing things. I'll try my best to look after the good people of Legato. Hoping you can find what you're looking for. Before I forget, twins are wanting to see you before you head out. He's in the castle courtyard. So we can give her the barf bag for now. So you know, let's take the first aid manual off. Oh god, I didn't do that. Bee stinger, tuxedo, Jackson foil, crush. I'm gonna put first aid on her and hope that it doesn't suck. Like she has a bigger MP pool, is what I'm thinking. Actually, she has a really big MP pool now that I look at it. Imagination-wise, we're at 492. It's actually turned into one of my stronger forms. I'm probably going to need to spend time in the blob to get this defense up. Walker is low priority. As for Jonathan, got nothing for him. So, this is listed as an improvement for Helga. What I'm thinking is I get the recorder, put this on Jimmy, and then move his gloves to someone else. Let's see. So it's 7 and 8. That's 6 and 10. And his actually are all over the place, so yeah, better off leaving it as is. So let's hide away our $200. That was something else. I guess Legato's gonna share about customers. Welcome to Legato. Hey Jimmy, don't worry about us. Keeping the people safe is all in a day's work for a primo #1 soldier like me. Brain's feeling all prickly. Need to sleep it off. Salutations, young Jimmy. Briefly having a queen again has made me wistful of the good old days. I had to protect Legato, but since you're going on an adventure, if you happen to come across any of the Legato Knights, could you direct them back here? That's jolly good. I knew you were an honorable young whelp. I'll be here, so stop by and visit from time to time. I also want to duck in here and see if maybe we're allowed through because we have the queen with us, so to speak. Wrong thing. By the way, by stopping the alarm, I imagine this is what the effect would be. It would... Damn. Yeah. I was thinking that it probably would turn off the random fights. And I wanted to grind like no tomorrow. So I think that's the end of our Legato adventure, so let's take a peek outside and see if there's anything new or old. Look boys, it's still off. So next time we'll do the Blue Staff River, but otherwise that is it for now. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching.